Hello once more and welcome to the All-in-One Network with Obri Mohase. Today, I want to take this moment in remembering the Mamelodi Massacre of 1985. The past is a treasure trove of ideas. It is important for us to remember what happened so as to interpret today's happenings. Let me thank all those who have subscribed to the channel and urge you to do the same by sharing the link with friends and family. This is very important as our stories matter. I have written a book titled Evasive State Gave Rise to Popular Resistance as a reminder of the happenings of 1985 and beyond. The book sheds light and explains the blow-by-blow account of political situation during the turbulent period of repression. 2025 marks 40 years since the dreadful and heinous acts of cowardice when our parents, mostly women, protested over the ever-increasing rent charges by the Mamelodi Town Council. The National Party government since 1982 put pressure on local town councils to increase revenue by increasing rent money. South Africa by then was facing recession, something that led to many losing their jobs. Rent remained a thorn in many townships. Given the past struggles, coupled with the detention of local leaders, communities took matters in their own hands. These struggles remained uncoordinated, something which led to the formation of the United Democratic Front known as UDF, as a political response to a range of struggles faced by all townships in South Africa. Mamelodi Town Council, feeling the pressure from the central government, were going for elections. The community was divided. There were those who supported the status quo and those who were against apartheid created structures. Patronage was shared among those in power. Those who were close to those in power enjoyed the privileges, while many left in destitute. Those vying for office in the impending elections of 1984 made promises not to increase the rent. But we all know who had the full control of the town councils. True to form, rent was increasing and pressure mounted from the central government. We should note that already by 1980, council services deteriorated immensely, which gave rise to unrest. Between 1980 to 1984 in November, strikes and stayaways were called. From this point, councillors were also urged to resign from the local councils. Some did, and while others refused. In Mamelodi, after the local government elections, the party that won the elections, which was the Vugani Vulamehlo People's Party, commonly known as VVPP, won the elections and vowed not to increase the rent. But everything changed as we all noticed that the rents were going to increase. True to form, anger was brewing in the township. This led to community structures challenging this new form of intimidation. From 1984, the students got involved, where COSAS, after its formation in 1979, operated under difficult conditions. Schools boycott were started after the introduction of Black Local Authorities Act of 1984. The vicious cycle of violence was ever present. Battles in the streets ensued between the youth and the police. This led to the Mamelodi Action Committee, which was vehemently opposed to the Black Authorities Act, Mamelodi Youth Organization, Mamelodi Parents Committee, to form street committees. Everyone had a say in decision-making processes. School disruptions was a major concern to parents. Major meetings were held where it actually led to a bigger meeting at the YMCA. The decision was taken to present a list of grievances to municipality. The date was chosen. At first, it was to be on the 19th of November, but due to unforeseen circumstances, the date changed to 21st November 1985. In the early mornings of 21 November, numbers were swelling rapidly at the YMCA where the march would commence. And when the march got underway, the police blocked the way on Tomo Street, on the Kalambazo Bridge. And by this particular period, police addressed the residents and confiscated the placards and ordered people to stop singing if they wanted to continue with the march. Eventually, it was agreed that they would hand over the placards and they would not sing along the way. Then the police came with the second suggestion to say that the march should be directed to HM Pitcher Stadium, which was vehemently denied by residents. This was now one of the matters that showed that this march would be eventful. Upon arrival at the municipal offices, people were already packed at the square. It was when the mayor of Mamelodi came out to address residents, and he was on top of the police armored vehicle, which we termed a Casper. And unfortunately, the loud hailer that he was using was very, very weak. People could not hear, and that is when people became restless. And police felt that they were now threatened and started to give orders for people to disperse. And it was only 5 minutes given to a crowd of over 80,000 people to disperse. All hell break loose because there was also a police helicopter hovering around making noise. Police started shooting. The stampede ensued. People were trembling one another, running in all directions. You can imagine the elderly, some carrying young babies on their backs, had to run for safety. The aftermath: 13 of Mamelodi residents were maimed on the day, and scores were injured. People are still carrying scars today. Those who might have departed, they died with scars as a result of the shootings. Community-based organizations called for an inquiry into what really led to the police shooting. Dr. Nico Smith was instrumental in calling for this inquiry. But unfortunately, the inquiry was rejected. The proposal was declined. Mamelodi Relief Committee was set up to oversee the mass funeral of the Mamelodi Massacre heroes. The mass funeral was held at the HM Pitcher Stadium, where many of the leading figures attended, including Miss Winnie Mandela, who defied her banning orders to come and mourn with the Mamelodi community. Commiserations were pouring in from all quarters. In remembering these heroes, what needs to be done? Do we build statues in their honor? Do we name streets after them? Do we name some government buildings after them? Do we give bursary names after them? Or we take it as normal like nothing happened? How do we celebrate the Mamelodi Massacre? I wish to say, if we forget our heritage, we show that we are less than human. I thank you for tuning in. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. I want to take this opportunity once more to wish everyone a happy heritage because September in South Africa is Heritage Month. Till the next one, keep well and goodbye.